Good morning everyone and welcome back to Morning Markets here at True Potential. It's Monday the 2nd of October. Today we're going to focus in on the US, avoiding the shutdown there thankfully, and then we'll go east towards China and cover some economic activity data there. So we'll start with the US. Recall that we avoided a shutdown in the spring as the US averted a debt ceiling crisis by raising the debt ceiling so that the Biden administration could continue with deficit-funded spending and investment. This time the focus is on a new fiscal year and a new annual budget and the disagreement between the Republicans and the Democrats in the House. What we have had is an extension, but for 45 days only. A continuing resolution was passed over the weekend just in time to avoid a shutdown. But this means we will be back here again in early November as both sides wrangle and try to get concessions from the other side, and both sides remain unwilling to move as we move towards a new election year for the US. And the real dispute is not just on funding for Ukraine, but on other more discretionary items such as healthcare spending, where the Republicans would like to see the Biden administration bring the annual spending budget down, and that would reduce the deficit. But so far there's been no move, but we have avoided a shutdown, and markets are showing that this morning with a pop in US equities. But let's go east for a little while and cover some data from China. We've had the new PMI data, so these forward-looking surveys of activity data there, and it's telling us a story of cooling, an economy in growth, but very unspectacular. We've seen export orders fall in the manufacturing sector, but just as importantly, employment intentions have declined. People leaving the workforce in China are not being replaced. So there's a real cooling in both new business and in employment. But we did see a backlog of orders increase such that there was some output there. But we've also seen prices increase, both input and output prices. And this is also extended into the services sector, where there's a slightly different picture. Employment in that sector actually increased, but the prices increase is actually weighing on sentiment there, such that sentiment cooled to a 3-month low. So it's really a picture of two stories there, where the services sector is doing better than the manufacturing sector, but both are in moderation. And this really reflects China's struggles to re-emerge from COVID. So in summary, we've avoided a debt ceiling in the US, and China continues to grow, albeit at a very mixed pace. That's all for today. Take care and thank you.